Welcome to the Zen Zone. We're gonna react to the comments that we're getting here on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. We actually got some attention from this video. I wasn't expecting that. I think it's because I'm actually willing to be a little bit honest, whereas most YouTubers are just going to, and the reason they have to do that, eWheels, is because they want to review the next wheel, which is gonna be the ABRAMS, the Eagle, you know. So you gotta get in good with eWheels. Let me get that ABRAMS. Yeah. So I know what that's like. I know what you gotta do. I'm not judging. All right. Although what you're gonna get from me is pure honesty here, and I'm gonna go through the comments. Let's start with the ones that, yep, it's like taking a rally car and going mudding. So I gotta agree with Todd there. The V12, I don't think it is the best EUC for Chooch's type of riding, and I will stand by that. I think the RS would be better for his type of riding, from what I've seen, which is basically single track technical type riding. It's not my favorite type of riding, but everybody, it's a diverse space. You ride the type of rides you like to ride. All right. And there's a EUC that's right for each ride. And I don't think the riding Chooch does is the V12 is right for his type of riding. He's a hype guy. He's gonna hype it up, and maybe he disagrees with me that, but already he's bent the rim on it, and he's had issues with the board. So if he had bought the RS instead, he wouldn't have had these issues. Now he's learning a lot about the V12, and let's see if he still stands by it after another year. All right, give him another year. If he would have bought the RS, the new RS has a screen, which I don't know if I'm not big on the screens really, although they're nice, but it's actually kind of a distraction looking down sometimes. Like, you see people in their videos looking down at their speedometer, and if you look down at the wrong time, yeah, it could be a bad experience for you. All right, we need to get deeper into these compound. What about King Song wheel repairing? Is it easy? From what I understand, I haven't worked with King Song so much, so I'm not the guy to talk to about repairs. Although the Bigotis I can repair easy, like the EX, which is a huge wheel, the EXN, the Sherman. They're easy to work with for me, but I have experience doing it. Like, I've done it for a while now, and I've had friends help me do it and show me. So the V11, I was going by videos on YouTube, and that was not so easy. And Alien Rides had issues with it as well, and I think many people had issues. So I'm not criticizing InMotion's overall. I would give them an A, if not an A plus. The V11 and V12 A plus wheels, like A plus, at least an A. All right. The V12 was a little disappointing for me because I feel like it still should have been an 18-inch wheel instead of a 16-inch wheel, and had suspension. Like, it needed to be an improvement, like a evolution of the V11. But it's like they totally forgot about what they did with the V11 and made an entirely new wheel and called it the V12. If they had branded it something different, it would have made more sense to me. All right. So A plus wheel. But does that mean it's perfect? No, it is not perfect. And I like to point out the little things that aren't perfect, maybe even if I'm wrong, because it adds perspective. All right, I'm not just hyping up a wheel. I'm really trying to find shit that's wrong with these wheels. All right, that's what we're trying to do here, and you guys can help me out. And with some of these comments are really good. My friend had no previous experience in fixing wheels. He is not a master mechanic at all. That takes 20 years. He can tear down the V11 or V12, swap motors, tires, rims, etc. It's not that hard with the right tools. Chooch might be hitting the hooch before repairs. Yeah, that's possibility for myself as well. Hit the chooch before we make these, hit the hooch before we make some of these videos, right? So you're getting just raw whatever comes up in the moment. Well, he does like to stab peeps. Oh my God. Like, people like to drag people's past up like they know them, you know, like, oh, I know something from this person's past, so I'm better than him. I don't like these type of comments, and he's just trying to get attention, really. Now people are like, what? It's like, come on, man. Like, But that's the price you pay for being a YouTuber. Like I'm used to it by now, and Chooch is probably gonna have to get used to it. Like people just like to drag you, drag up your past to get attention, and yeah, I do that with eWheels. I drag up my past with eWheels sometimes to get more attention on these videos, to bring up my own personal experiences, right? Scott, wait, I thought this only happens to Gotways because they're the shiz. Their wheels don't do anything except break down, overheat, and spontaneously combust. I thought IMs are hailed as the best of the best. Why are they as delicate as well? Gotways, all said in jest, of course. He's just joking. Okay, so, but I mean, Gotways, Bigotes, you can mess up the rims as well on those too. You know, the V12, it's too heavy for trail riding with the rim it has. They either need to upgrade the rim or make the wheel a lot lighter. Chooch is not a big dude, neither am I. If he's even on low tire pressure, if he's busting up a rim, if he's doing jumps, that's different. Definitely need high PSI, and even then, like, you shouldn't be doing jumps on the V12. It's a very nice device. It's more of like a upscale, elegant EUC, not a like the first comment. You know, it's not like a fancy car that you want to bring to an off-road track, in my opinion. Especially with my other critique of the InMotion, the reason it's not like an S is because it's hard to get parts. Like eWheels doesn't even have extra boards. It's hard to get an extra board, and sometimes those parts are faulty. That's been my experience. Two, three, and even Free Motion mentioned they had issues with the board. A lot of people had issues with a batch of InMotion boards, which delayed getting a new board even more, up to 6 months. So with these fancy wheels, if you're taking it to the track and beating it up and not putting it back together properly, you know, be prepared for long waits to get parts. Not that complicated there. And that's not that big of a critique, but it's worth mentioning, all right? Like, hey, if you beat this wheel up, you may have to pay the price and wait a long time. Now, if eWheels had 100 extra boards in stock, ready to go, ready to ship out, then it wouldn't be so big of a deal. All right. Hi, hard to understand what is pinching a hall sensor wire. Okay, well, I think we get that to here. I accidentally screwed a wire that had moved under the receiving side of the screw into the socket, fraying the hall sensor wires. Yes, that's pretty dumb. I've worked on many wheels, and this is probably the most negligent mistake I have ever made. It's not InMotion's fault. It's mine. I said that. Yes, he did. No need to make a video dogging a company for my mistake. I was simply asking for ideas on how to fix it. eWheels is sending FedEx to pick it up tomorrow from my doorstep and repair a mistake I made tomorrow morning. Appreciate the concern, though. I'll call it like I see it. I'm gonna delete this comment actually, but you guys get to see it on YouTube because my opinion has changed, as it often does. Let's go through this comment again, and then we gotta get to the YouTube comments. So, guys, I'm not dogging on InMotion. I'm pointing out objective fucking facts. All right. Sometimes with InMotion, the parts aren't in stock at eWheels or anywhere in the US, and it takes a long time for it to get here, especially with everything that's going on. Is that InMotion's fault? No. Kind of, yeah, because a batch of those boards took forever to come in. For me, it took 6 months, and I had to, I was offering to pay. It wasn't like I was asking for it for free. I was wanting to pay for it. Now, if I could go back in time, I would go to AliExpress and probably have bought one off there instead of trying to get it through eWheels, because I think eWheels was making it more difficult for me. I don't know what is going on. It should not have taken 6 months to get a working board. I loved the V11. I would still ride the V11 today. I wouldn't ride the V12, but the V11 is a fantastic EUC. I'd be a lot more careful with it, and I'd put a knobby tire on it, etc., etc. My critique is how hard it is to get parts, and the V11 is hard to work on. I don't care what anyone says. V12 I haven't done, so I can't comment on. But Duff in the YouTube comments, let's go ahead and get into the YouTube comments. Oh yeah, here's Mickey. Look, guys. So when you make a critical video, people actually will share out your videos, right? It's not like Mickey ever shares out anything about any of my videos, unless you know, it's somewhat critical. So Chooch broke his V12 after a silly ride and is still having issues, but it's not Emotion's fault, at least not yet. Yes, I am not blaming Emotion. Although with this particular wheel, it would be better if it had a better rim, whatever that is, whatever that entails. So it's not so easy. If people want to beat it up off road, that would be, you know, make a better rim or lighter so that it's not. Chooch and I don't weigh much. If they're breaking rims so easy, it's worth commenting on that. All right, that's not like, oh my god, it's so horrible. He's saying the okay. Let's get past that. This guy got a triggered response from me here. Zen is a C-class rider with D-tier skills. Chooch Tech is running out of YouTube keywords to stay relevant. See how critical people are? I love this. And if I'm C-class, you're in preschool, bro. Like that's about the level. But he got a response. That's probably what I was going for. Sometimes that's how you get him, is by being critical, right? Where are my YouTube comments? Right here. All right. So YouTube comments are important because there's some useful information here. Andy Hahn says, FY Zen, one can fix a bent rim on Emotion wheels if taken to a rim shop. I've done it now. Thanks for the compliment on the best tech with V12s, brother. Always fun to watch your videos. So this is something Andy has helped me out with here in Vegas. I've bent rims and we go to this place that he knows and they fix the rim. My critique is of any EUC, like you may not have that option where you are. We're in Vegas, pretty big city. I don't know. Maybe rim repair shops are pretty common. I don't know. I don't have much experience outside of Vegas with rim repair shops. Easy to find here. And even sometimes I brought my V11 rim into him and he couldn't fix it. But my V11 rim, I don't know if you saw that video, but that V11 rim was messed up. If it's not too bad, if you're not like totally destroying the rim, it can be repaired. I didn't see how bad Chooch's was, so I don't know how bad it was if it was fixable from a rim repair shop. They sent it to eWheels. eWheels replaced it. Now, the question is, to me also, that doesn't seem fair with YouTubers a lot of times. Chooch is breaking these himself, right? Is he paying for these? Is like a normal person would have to, because it's not this is not warranty stuff. Bending your rim is not a warranty. You shouldn't expect your warranty to cover a bent rim if you're not taking, or a board, right? As a YouTuber, sometimes you get the benefit of the doubt because you're helping these companies out, pushing their product, etc., etc. All right, Duff says, InMotion posted a complete breakdown video, much more straightforward than V11, and wheel motor can be pulled pretty easily. Duff, I don't know if he's done a breakdown of the V12, but if not, that would be, his breakdown videos are some of the best. That's why I think Duff and Marty should get the wheels first, for testing purposes and breakdown purposes, because even if there's a video put out by Emotion, it's always good to see other people do it. It's just helpful. I think that's it. I'm loving my V12. I hope to keep it working. So there you go. He's taking care of it. UC Vibes takes care of it. He's not like at the rally beating it up. He knows it's an elegant wheel, having a good time with it. Powerful motor, great build quality, waterproofing. It has it all, right? But it's not perfect. All right, that's it for this video. I really wanted to talk about the ABRAMS, but this was entertaining to me, so I hope it's entertaining to you. If it was entertaining to you, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, share the video out, and until next time, stay in the Zen zone. I need to drink some water. I got some cotton mouth here.